Hello everyone and welcome to Arcanum of Steamwork and Magic Obscura. We're in Stillwater, once for still war. This time is everybody orgied out, or is there people? No, everyone's orgied out. Okay, everyone put their clothes back on. Excellent. Excuse me, a bit of a cold. But yes, I went to Taranza, did some selling and stuff, and I made a bunch of energizers, which is a new improvement which should upgrade all of our physical stats, similar to Mind Marvel does for our mental stats. I also found some new schematics that I bought, so let us look those up. So let's see. Mechanical dagger, I think we already had. Has nature or nurture left you limp-wristed? Don't have vim or verve to drive home the killing blow? Then the mechanical dagger is for you! By combining a fine steel dagger and clockwork parts, this technological wonder makes every strike a fatal one. Unbelievable! Now we need 80 things for that, so that's probably not happening, but it's cool. Now, what was I looking for? What did we buy? Oh yes, we now have a charged sword! Looking for something to spice up the old trusty sword? Look no further! By combining a large capacitor with a balanced sword, the cunning warrior can bring the charged sword to bear! Each hit of this electrical wonder brings forth a veritable fountain of voluminous voltage. Wonderful! Yeah, we gotta check out if this might be better for us, actually. Because the charge axe is a bit slow, and swords usually are a bit faster, so it might be better. I think that's all we found, though. Brain builder we already got. Yeah, I think that's all we got. So, we can actually make that thing. So,
yes, sir. What would you...
Yes, I gave Gar a bunch of these. And we have at least 2 of these capacitors, so we can make at least 2 of these nice ones. These should take up less space. Let's see, let's take the damage swords first, because they'll get all repaired and shit. Okay. So we should be able to make the charged sword straight away. There we go, let's build a charged sword. Let's make 2 of them straight away. Okay, so they are they do 1 to 20 electrical damage for each 12 turns and have a speed of 15. That's pretty good compared to 20 to 30 electrical damage. That is a lot more electrical damage. 1 to 12 normal damage and 1 to 9 special damage, but only a speed of 10. So this one is significantly faster. Does more natural damage. At least I think so. Yes, kind of. More minimal fatigue damage, yes. But yeah, a lot less set electrical damage. Still might be worth trying out instead. Oh, it looks cool too, huh? I can use like a lightsaber. A lightning saber.
Yes, sir.
I bet if we give that to, let's see what he'll use. No, he still seems to prefer the charged axes. Okay then. Well, charged axe it will be then. We'll just give him the charged axes. And just keep a spare one left. It's still handy to keep around for actually, you know, what's called opening chests with our special lockpicking smash skill! Now then, we do have, from leveling up, we still have 2 points here. And well, let us actually put like our physical energizer on and let's train our melee a bit again. Should be able to do that. Especially with a suitable amount of drugs. So let's energize the wonder of drugs. Where do we have it? Increase reflex. We'll first take an energizer shot. So that upgrades all our things by 2, I think. Yeah, it's upgraded by 2. Now we're actually somewhat good looking. No, not really. But we're human looking. Okay, now if we also then take, because these things stack, the potion of increased reflexes. That'll get us up to 15, meaning we can train our dodge up and our melee up. Lovely. I'm wondering if we aren't lower or something. I don't know. Yeah, well, now we have some skill here. I would be tempted to maybe upgrade. What would we upgrade to? Revitalizer. I think that even stacks even further, so maybe that's what we put the next point in. Or max out on this. Yeah, we want to go into mechanical sciences in the near future, I'm pretty sure of. Or maybe chemistry, I'm not sure yet. So many things we could put our skills into. But yes, we definitely wanted to get the melee skills up. Now then, there are, as said, more quests that can be done in this town. We should get to them. Now, there is that whole thing about the Stillwater Giants, and I think we should be investigating that one. Can actually have a chat with some other people. This is a halfling. Hello. Yes, what can I do for you?
Hello, good halfling. Might I ask your name?
Do note they're no longer as rude to me anymore after I've taken all those drugs. I'm Gilder Nightwalker, and who are you?
I'm Ogor.
Well, what is it, Ogor?
Yeah, do you have any work for me?
He looks you over thoroughly, assessing your capabilities. Working? I do not think you're up to the task. A task I would have for you. It's no simple task, and will require great stealth to complete. You do not have the look of a thief about you.
I'm more stealthy than I appear. Especially when everyone's like pummeled unconscious. I can usually sneak by then.
I'm going to tell you a story. A tale that will give you a great insight into the task you are going to attempt. Please be patient and listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
As a youth, I was pressed into service by a group of travelers. They were a rowdy, barbarous lot seeking to gain great wealth and reputation while adventuring throughout the land. I found my place among them, for at times stealth was called for, and that was my greatest ability. So, this is basically the story of the Hobbit, isn't it?
Go on.
As time progressed, I proved to them that I was no mere impressed servant, and became a valued member of the group. We adventured together for several years, following old tales and discovering lost treasure. It was rich and a wild time in my life. He gets lost in his thoughts for a moment.
Yeah, okay, go on. Did you have a lot of sex? Because you can have a lot of sex here in town. Is that why you moved here?
Yeah, no. One fateful day we were lazing about, recovering from our last adventure. We just cleared out a cave full of lizard men, terrorizing the local community. Deep in the back of the cave we discovered an unmarked chest, sealed tight. When we collected our fee from the local magistrate, we conveniently failed to mention this chest.
Okay, that's smart.
It took Nightfire, a half-breed elven member of our troop, nearly 2 days to spring the lock open on the chest. Since Nightfire was an expert with locks, there was much anticipation and speculation of what was supposed to be the content of the box.
Yeah, what was in it then? Was it like magic-y stuff?
Inside the chest we were disappointed to find only a few coins, several interesting baubles and a book. As I was the only literate member, I was given the book to review. Here I still have the book. Why don't you read it for yourself and tell me when you have finished it, and I will continue.
Okay, I can read, so show me.
Alright, so we are going to be reading a book. One of my sons, Callan, had wandered off into the woods to play. I set out to find him, and he had been gone for most of the day. He was often one to wander, but not normally for this length of time. I tracked him into the woods, farther than I, or anyone I know, had ever ventured before. As I moved deeper into the unknown, I came to an area where the hairs at the back of my neck began to stand on end. The air seemed cool, and the sounds of the forest ceased to exist, yet Callan's tracks continued, so I pressed onward, calling out for him. And then I saw it, a clearing silent and haunted. Scattered throughout the clearing were several large stones positioned as if to have meaning. I believe they had arcane writing carved upon them, but I could not discern them from my distance. In the center of the stone stood an altar, upon which that altar was the largest ruby I had ever beheld. It was several moments before I could take my eyes from it, so mesmerizing was the jewel. It was then that I noticed that Callan was not far off to the side. As I watched, he began to run towards the altar. It appeared he was intent on gaining the ruby. I shouted for him to wait, but he paid me no heed. Before I could stop him, Callan passed by the first marked stone. As he did so, a most unnatural beast burst forth from the ground. He cried in terror and turned to flee, but the horror was upon him. The beast killed him before he had even taken a step towards me. A look of absolute terror froze on his face. I stood powerless, frozen in fear at the apparition and the macabre scene before me. Oh, the horror! I dared not move forward towards the beast. Instead, I ran from that most accursed place as fast as my feet could carry me. I was forced to leave my precious Callan where he lay, for I had never found the courage to return. I warned of the surrounding farmers of the horror in the woods. All the children were forbidden from venturing that far from home from that day forward. I can only pray that the beasts are tied to that wicked place, and will never be let loose upon us. It has been years since that dreadful day. Many have forgotten what happened that day in the woods, yet I still mourn for the loss of my beloved Callan, and have never been able to remove the visions of that hideous beast from my mind. To this day, it haunts my sleep. I am old and soon I shall die. I leave his record as a warning to anyone who might venture deep into that haunted wood. Beware! Let no other soul be consumed by the beast of the jewel. Tannen Wrathbringer. Okay. So we can continue. Yes, I remember you. Is there something that you needed?
The book is fat, it's all nice, it's real spooky like. So, what's that have to do with you?
Yeah, yes, where was I? Oh yes, I had just finished reading the book and we quickly reviewed the map inside to determine the distance from the ruby. It was several days' travel from our encampment, fools that we were. We pulled out at daybreak and began to search for the gem.
I would do that too. So the beast sounds interesting, sorta.
As we neared the locale, it was described in the book. The hairs on our neck raised as the forest sound ceased. You could feel the apprehension in the air, and then came the clearing and the ruby. It was amazing. Never have I beheld such a beautiful thing. We were all mesmerized, dreaming of the pleasure we could enjoy once the possession of such a treasure.
Oh, you can. I don't really have to pay much for treasure. I get it for free. That's a lot of pleasure I get. I still gotta pay for my booze, though.
Two of our troops suddenly ran forward to grab the jewel, and all others save me followed. For I never joined in battle. My strength was not lying in combat. Wait! I hollered. Remember the beast! But it was too late. As two men passed the first stone, the hideous creature emerged from the depths My comrades drew their weapons, but they were clearly outmatched.
Oh, yeah, that seems like real stupid of them. But I couldn't read, so they must have been real stupid. Not like me, I'm real smart and can read.
In horror, I stood there as fighting moved about. More beasts materialized to join the fray. I counted 7 beasts that dreadful day. 1 for each of the strange stones that filled the clearing. The death cries of my comrades were quickly silenced, and rather than turning on me as I feared they would, the creatures disappeared back into the depths as the last body fell.
Yeah? Okay, so they went poof when everyone died.
Cautiously, I approached the stone, yet dared not pass their mark. As I observed the morbid scene that lay before me, I noticed that there was a warning carved upon each of the stone. It read, "The great ruby of Karu is found. Heed this warning ere you move around. He who walks without sound shall pass death beneath the ground."
Oh, that's ironic, I guess. Or moronic.
A sickness grew in me, for I knew, had my comrade only waited, they would still be alive, and I would have had the skill to obtain the ruby. But in the aftermath, a terror shook my bones. I was far too shaken from what I witnessed that I lacked the confidence to complete the task.
So what do you do?
I fled the scene of the carnage and wandered aimlessly for a time before making Stillwater my home. I've never left. I fear my adventuring days have come to an end, yet, as the author of the book says, the jewel and the beast still haunt my sleep.
So you never went back there?
I never did. Yet, I still desire the great ruby of Kalru. As you have probably surmised, I want you to retrieve that jewel for me. And if you can do this deed, I will pay you 1500 coin. A large sum, but I believe the risk demands such a price. What say you? Will you do this task for me?
Okay, I will get that. Maybe, yeah, I will get that for you. Yeah, for you.
What a weird little laughter you have there. But you're an ogre, so you're a very strange one. Probably hopped up on drugs anyway. Very good. Here, so let me show you on your map. I will show you the location.
Okay, I will go. Actually, I got some questions first.
Well, yes, well, this is ogre. Nothing of interest. Okay. So, let us go and go down this path. Then we can have a bit of a nice little chat about that Stillwater giant in this little house, I think. Yeah, here he is. I'm busy at the moment. Perhaps you could return later. Okay. That's all. I thought you could begin the quest here. Oh well. Guess we are going after the ruby instead. Surprised the person doesn't talk us though. I thought normally they should. Actually let's maybe talk about the town for some other jobs then, if he doesn't want to give us a job. I really hope we can find a job here later. So actually I think the blacksmith might have some work for us if we chat with him, so let's do so. Is there anything I could help you with?
Greeting, Dick. Leaky Dick. Have you got a moment?
How can I help you?
What service do you provide, Dick?
What service are you in need of?
You got anything interesting news?
I can do that for 9 coins. That's a bargain price, is it not? You want us to pay for information? Well, fine, sure. Have you heard about Atkin Chambers' tragic past? To be crippled in such a way by that stout fellow is truly barbaric. Oh yeah, that's the Dodge Master who's supposed to be here in town.
Your kindness is real appreciated, even though I paid for it. Got some questions. can you tell me about Stillwater?
Stillwater, she's a small town, used to be a quiet place. Back when Bates first made the steam engine, people used to think we were as big as the rod. But as you can see, we're still just the same old Stillwater. Few stores, few people, and all pretty quiet town.
What's there to see around here?
Oh, not much. We have an inn and a tavern, and if you're looking for a place to stay, other than that, we have well-made weapons here. He gestures to some of his wares, smiling. And I suppose the biggest claim to fame is the Stillwater Giant. Oh, and that people find the cult of Gestiana a bit strange.
So what is the cult of Gestiana?
Cult? Oh, it's one of the newer religions that seems to have popped off all over the place. They worship some fertility goddess, have large festivals, generally make a nuisance of themselves. Heathens, if you ask me. But if you have questions about it, you may want to speak with Bridget. She's the high priestess of the cult.
Oh, she's real nice. And what unique weapons are being made here?
We do a lot of trading with the dwarves. They have the best mithril ore and arcanum, and it's well-balanced weapons, as well as holding powerful enchantments. My family has been making swords in Stillwater for 400 years. I don't mean to be wordy, son, but if there's anyone in this land who knows more about blacksmithing than I'd be very surprised.
So do you enchant weapons as well?
No, there's a local wizard in these parts who is used to enchanted weapons. He's a stubborn old codger, but we get along pretty well. Goes by the name of Cyrus. He puts spells on my weapons, and I check in on him from time to time. Do some work on the place when he needs it. Come to think of it, what day is it?
I think it's Monday.
That's strange. Old Cyrus was supposed to come down here yesterday. I haven't had the time to check on him. And today I'm especially busy with other orders from the Caledonian guards. I sure hope he's doing alright.
You want perhaps me to check on him?
Yes, you seem a trustworthy type. Would you mind making sure there's no harm come to him? And when you talk to him, tell him I'm needing his service as soon as possible. The shipment has to go out before the end of the week. If you do this, I think I could find you an extra Stillwater blade to pass your way. What do you say, friend?
Okay, that's fair. I like swords. And Magnus really likes swords. He's horny for swords.
My thanks to you, friend. His house is to the northwest of here. Just follow the path outside of town, and when you make sure the old wizard's fine, return to me.
Okay, that seems easy.
Yes, it always seems easy before the adventure begins.
Who are you?
I'm the ominous narrator.
I never heard a narrator. I keep a journal.
Oh, well, then I don't have a job here. I will leave.
Yeah, you've been replaced by me.
Alright, bye then. Ominously, bye. Yes, quite ominously, as we see. Something has happened. This town looks a little bit, his house looks a little bit wrecked. And there's big footsteps and a puddle of blood. That's not good news. Let's follow the footsteps. And the soundtrack becomes ominous. Guess that's the word of the day. Yeah, ominous. Yeah, and they seem to lead to this little cave here. Oh yeah, bones everywhere. Quite ominous. Still, let's steal all the stuff. Good ruby, there's just random junk thrown about here, but it might be valuable junk. Help! Get me out of here! That old ogre has got his mind to eat me!
Are you Cyrus the wizard? I'm not that old, but I am Ogor. Dickie Leak sent me.
Dick? I mean Richard? Oh, bless that man! I'll enchant everything that man owns if he gets me out of here. I was captured by Black Tooth. He has a computer in the corner where he keeps modding this game. What? Never mind. The old ogre that's lived in these parts for years. He's never bothered anyone before, but he's got hungry. He said he was going out for something to spice up the soup. Please help me.
I'll do my best, but I also like soup, so I can understand that.
Please get back here, or the ogre will be back at any moment.
Yeah, I'm first going to try and loot stuff.
Anything more? Oh, here comes Ogre Boy! Hello, Ogre Boy! Let's have a chat with him. Oh, he doesn't want to have a chat with me. He wants to go. Urgh.
Oh, that's real sad. I finally meet another ogre, and he's all mad at me. I suppose he can be the only one and only true ogre. Here, let's try my new sword. That was.
Yes, sir. What would you...
That was, I guess I was the only one a true ogre, and he's got the key. Good. And nothing else. Okay. Hello!
Thank the stars! I was going to be wizards too for old Grog if you hadn't come along. I am going to run back to town. Now, good day to you, sir.
Good day, Cyrus.
Now we take this other stuff. Quality broadsword. Okay, we need to clear out some space. Think this should be enough. No. Okay, surprising. Okay, maybe we need broadness. What the fuck? How much space does a sword take? Is this enough? Okay, I'm really confused. Like, how much space does the sword take? Let's drop the hat then. Ah, okay, now it's in the pile. Okay, that's a big sword. Pretty good base damage though. Damn. That's pretty nice. And we can just put the hat back here. There we go. Now we got all the loot out of the ogre. Right, so let's go have a chat with the blacksmith, get rewarded, and then yeah, hopefully next week we can figure out how to deal with the whole Stillwater giant thingamajig, because I really want to investigate that. That's a very fun quest. Fun and important quest, actually. It earns us some fate points. We like fate points. Because else we cannot complete certain quests that are important. Oh, we should also maybe swing by those mysterious places like the Stonecutter clan and the Place of Voices that we discovered in our exploration stuff. Is the wizard here? No, he's not returning to his shitty wrecked house. Okay.
Wonder if I'll leave such big footprints in the ground. Oh, hello, it's naked golden statue. I like it. If I got a house like this, I would put it all full of naked golden statues if I've got lots of money.
Good day.
Hello, Dick. I've got a moment.
So how can I help you?
I found Cyrus. He was like waylaid by an ogre that was disagreeable, but it wasn't me. He was like a real dick of an ogre and stuff.
Yeah, okay, really. There must be an old drug Blacktooth then. He's been living up in the hills for a long time, but most of the time he's all teeth and no bite. Looks like his stomach finally got the best of him. This time, well. Good, well done, friend. Here's the blade, I promise you. Good day to you. And it was dropped on the floor.
How can I help you?
Max immediately went, sword, mine, 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 mine. And he actually immediately equipped it. That's not a great sword. He should not be wielding this. So yeah, we'll probably end up selling that. For now though, this is fine. We had a good episode here. Wish you all a good day. Till the next one, bye bye.